Hey guys, Ken97 Stowe 171. We are here doing a trucking video, American Truck Simulator. This is the second part of a video we already started. Been a couple days, had a hell of a long work week, just haven't had that much energy. So, not sure if it's going to show up on the video, but at the very bottom of the screen, you can see there's a bit of a video issue. Didn't notice it when I first started, but can't reboot the computer right now. Does give us a good chance. It's 4 p.m. Gives us a good chance to look at the new truck we built. When we get done with this load, I am probably going to take off one of these axles. I was looking through the other trucks that I built, and I actually already have one of these with 3 axles. So love the design of this truck. I think it's really cool looking, and the sleepers are slightly different. It's got that arrow shell over the top, but I don't need to have 2 of these with 3 axles. So when we get done with this load, probably we'll go into the editor, and I'll take you along with me probably, and we'll alter that. I don't know if it'll let us change it when we're en route to a delivery or not. Have no idea. We might try that too if I can find a shop that's
Okay, here we go.
convenient. Yeah, we got a long drive. We'll see. Take a look at the map here. Oh my God! Stop with the beeping. See if there's a repair shop anywhere en route. There's one right there. So we might do that just to try it and see whether it'll let us change that en
Let's do
route.
this.
We already got fuel.
Turn left. Turn right.
Little weird getting used to the steering wheel again. I've
Keep left and then turn left.
put about 1,300 miles on my car in 3 days,
Turn
driving
left.
around in the city. And I have the same problems going the other direction too. When I drive the simulator a lot and then I get in my car. The steering wheel in the car is a lot heavier than this. Okay, forgive me guys. I need to, really weird. The audio seems loud to me this time. And I had raised it previously from like 25% to like 35 or 40%. Let's go back down to, I think it was 24%. See if that's better. That's a little better. Okay, go. Couple things I want to change. I'm going to get rid of the hood ornament. It's a little distracting for me, I think. I want to shorten the axle. So we'll see if it lets me do that or not. If not, we'll do it at the end of the trip.
straight on.
Honestly, guys, I don't even remember where the hell we're going. Oh, yeah. East. Over to Oklahoma. Okay. It's been a long week, guys. I almost didn't start up the simulator because I'm a little tired, but I'm just sitting there watching videos, watching YouTube, and I was getting bored watching YouTube. So I thought, let's get into ATS. And I started it up with the intention of just going in and editing this truck. And then realized, oh yeah, we're in the middle of a drive. Had no idea. Didn't remember we had started a drive. Like I said, it's been a hell of a week. I worked about 9 hours on Friday, about 14 hours on Saturday, and about 14 hours on Sunday. It's a good week. It was super busy, but just kind of physically tired, actually. I haven't even been awake that long. Let us through. Yes. One of these trips I need to bypass a way station just to see what happens. Getting off here anyway.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Got the green light. Yeah, we talked about this before, but I am pretty certain,
and then turn left.
I am pretty certain that having 3 axles on the tractor doesn't actually increase the freight you can haul.
Left.
The trailer does. I'm pretty sure with that 9-axle trailer we had before that we used a 2-axle semi, and that was the biggest. It would let me do the biggest load in the game, the transformer. So I don't think it matters. And like I said, besides, I have a 3-axle truck in the inventory if I really want to do heavy haul stuff.
Get ready to turn left.
Why the hell it didn't just have me?
Turn left.
I wonder why it didn't just have me turn left.
Get ready to turn
Gotta
right.
say, this Allison transmission definitely makes driving a lot
Turn
easier. Yeah, but you know, real trucker. I'm gonna hit that sign. I don't know, man. Where is the... Oh, it's right here. All right, guys. Now, let us see what we can do here. First of all, let's check the maintenance, see if there's any damage. Nothing. Okay. So, we want to change our truck. Why is it? I wonder why that happens so slow. Okay. So we get a long... We're in a long 8x6. I do wish you could make this go away. Over here, this thing. Sometimes I don't really need to see that. Sometimes you do. Medium 8x6 will change things. It may change. We can always exit and it'll just revert to the way that it was. So let's just play around. Let's try. Okay. So that didn't change anything. Didn't change the cab. Let's see what happens when we do a medium. So long 6x4 worked. Let's try a medium 6x4. It's going to make you go to different sleeper. So if this doesn't work or it messes up the truck too much, then we'll escape. Okay, so it went to a different sleeper, totally reset the truck. So let's not do that. And I don't think it changed the length of a... Let's just see here. The sleeper's longer. Interesting. Let's keep it the long 6x4. That'll shorten it a bit. The reason is because I think one of the other truck, I have another one of these. The first one I built that has a sunset motif paint job is this um, cabin sleeper. So let's revert, and we can do the... What did we do? Medium 6x4? No. Okay, I was wrong. It's long 6x4. Okay. So that stayed, but the fender arches changed. So now it's under that. That stayed. So what we do now, so that we have... That's what we had on it before. So let's keep that. We had the painted there. That's what we had before. Okay. So that shortened the truck up a bit. Be interesting if it lets us do any bigger tanks now. No, it's on 300 gallons. You're not going to do bigger than that. Okay. Still the same engine. I did discover... Oh, that's interesting. kind of changed my mind a little bit. This one has the 625. One of the other trucks in the fleet has a bigger one in it, so I'm gonna go with the bigger engine. I changed my mind. It is a mod, but I don't think it's gonna matter. And I don't know that it makes any difference. It makes a little bit more torque, 500 pound-feet more torque, 100, a little more than 100 and something horsepower more. Probably revs higher. That's probably what it is. Nothing else changed, so curious. Let's do that.
Okay, let's find a new route.
All right, and we can leave the trailer the same color because we didn't change the paint. All right. So now, when we look at the outside of the truck, it's now 2 axles. It's shorter, a little shorter. I still kind of wonder, like, there's a giant space between those drive wheels and the back of that DEF tank. Why? It'd be nice if there was something in between. Well, there was. You have to go to the smaller sleeper, which we could do, but then we'd have to redo the whole paint job. And let's just finish this delivery, and we'll think about it. I have another truck that's that way, so let's... Oh, frick. Forgot to get rid of the... I forgot to get rid of the hood ornament, which does kind of drive me nuts a little. Okay. So let's do that real quick. It's here. Let's get rid of the hood ornament.
Recomputing.
All right. Sorry, guys. I like it. It's cool looking. But at the same time, is kind of
Go straight on.
annoying. It blocks your view a little bit. Oh.
Keep right, and then turn right.
That car turned right into the
Turn
side of
right.
us there. I didn't feel anything, but his flashers went on, so I think we did hit him. The mouse is handy for that. Being able to quickly turn your head and look down the towards the back. So, like that. We're going to go through nighttime because it's 7 p.m. She does seem to accelerate better. So I think that extra 100 and some horsepower didn't matter. We'll see. It's cheating a little bit because it's a mod engine, not, you know, the stock truck. I saw a video today about the new Mack Pioneer truck. So they have the Mack Anthem, which is in the game. I have one. There's a new one called the Mack Pioneer. Has a lot more technology in it. Mack and Volvo Volvo has owned Mack for a long time, long time. And really the only thing I see different is the hood, some of the interior, but basically it's a Volvo VNL 780 or whatever. And the hood and headlights are slightly different. It's got some automatic transmission options, engine choices, a few other things. TFL Truck did a YouTube video on the new truck. It has the engine brake controller, where it's sort of like a turn signal knob, but on the right hand side, where you flick it up and down to different levels. It has that as the engine retarder, as the engine brake, and the European trucks have been that way for a long time. So it's interesting to see some of the European design and interior choices. You switch gear controls are starting to happen. Disc brakes all the way around. It's got a pretty beefy suspension in it. Apparently, there's a couple different suspension options. So it was kind of a neat video, just showing the different engines. Power output, the engines, it didn't have the big powerful engine from Volvo. Volvo has a 750 or over 700 horsepower engine available. I believe even in the US. And I think the biggest power output was maybe 500 something horsepower. I'm not really sure. You have to go back and look at the video I'd have to go back and look at the video to find out. So, but I mean, the interior is very nice. It has its Mack truck flair a little bit, and there could be some custom differences between the two trucks. I don't know. You'd have to look at one side by side, but a lot of the people in the comments were basically like, it's just a Volvo VNL series with a different hood. So that's a little disappointing if that's true. Mack has a couple other trucks though. The Anthem, and there's another one that they do. Forget what it's called. That one seems a little more old school Mack truck, but again, could just be skin cosmetic changes. I don't know. It's kind of hilarious. I spent over 40 hours driving my car today for work, this week for work, and here I am driving a simulator.
Keep left.
And my headlight's not on. Yeah. Really helps to see better when your headlights are actually on. Forgot to put the strobe on the back of the trailer. Don't think that matters that much, but you can see it blinking back there in the side mirrors. I think I've said this before, but I do really wish that the game ATS and ETS for that matter would let you be cool to do like trucking in a 1965 W900 or 1969, whatever, like various years of trucks rather than just new stuff. It'd be kind of neat to have some old school trucks available. Okay, we're gonna slow down. That felt too fast, even though speed limit's 75. I don't really need to be crashing into the guardrail like I did last time. And in the dark, you don't see as far. I wonder why the high beams aren't on. Here we go. That helps. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the new Matrix style headlights. It'd be a really amazing thing to have for semis. Where it would just go into high beam mode and it just like that, but it just creates, using these Matrix LED headlights, it creates a shadow zone around any vehicle that's directly in front of you or oncoming and follows those vehicles. All right, guys, we're gonna fucking slow down. That felt unsafe. Partly as I'm a little tired. It's dark. And you really can't see into the corner. See, that feels way too sharp for fucking 75 miles per hour in a semi. I don't know about you guys, but that does not seem safe at 75 fucking miles an hour in a semi truck. Maybe it's just because it's dark and it's coming up on you soon. I don't know. Of course, that 75 mile an hour is probably the car speed limit. Yeah, but Matrix headlights would be great for stuff like this. So that oncoming car would be shadowed by the high beams, but everywhere else out in front of us, here I am fucking doing it again. Everywhere else in front of us would be illuminated with high beams. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. We're crashing. We're dying. All right, guys. Well, that sucked. I was copying a file and it intruded into the game and caused us to have that accident. Great. Well, let me pause it and I will be back. Well, guys, we're back.
Time to get the job done.
That is what happens. That is what happens when you crash. So what we did is revert back to a previous location. So what happened there was I was in the middle of copying a bunch of files from a external hard drive to my new 24 terabyte drive, trying to combine storage from different places into one location. And there was an error. File name was too long or some shit like that. Then it intruded into the game and all the controls stopped working in the game, even though the game didn't pause. So we just ran across the highway and hit head on into another semi, had 100% damage, and I'm sure destroyed the cargo. And you absolutely would have been dead in that particular case. So I just reloaded the game. I went back a little bit. I don't know why the navigation is not showing anything right there. There we go. And it puts you on the interstate, unmoving, turned off, and you got to start the truck up and get moving, or the highway, they start piling around you. Well, that was excitement. My God. Yeah, we're back where that twisty turny part was. Quite a ways back. Took me too long to realize what was going on when it intruded. Probably could have had Alt-Tab and got right back to the game, but we would have already been crashing at that point. And I figured, well, there's the save point right there. And then the crash happened like right here somewhere. I don't know. We didn't lose that much. And you guys got to see me crash again. This time, though, it wasn't my fault. Lesson learned, though, don't be copying files while driving ATS. Thank God for autosave, right? And if that had been an external contract, you'd just be screwed. interesting that all these semis are running across here. This is that twisty section I was complained about earlier that I thought was way too fast for 75 miles an hour. And we're not going that fast. We're going 65, which seems a little more appropriate. So, yeah, they slowed way down too for that.
Keep left.
Oh God, guys, shit like that. Love when love when shit like that happens. Why did you get to the left lane there? Why? Don't understand. What the hell was the point of that? Interesting. That tanker trailer has 3 axles. That's not, well, it could have like tar or something in it heavier than gasoline, I guess. Don't normally see like gasoline fuel trucks with 3 axles. Just don't understand why that truck switched into the left lane for no fucking reason back there. Sometimes those high beams go on right when they shouldn't, but you know. Oh well. You know, and a human would not be, on and off like that. You would see there's another vehicle oncoming in just a second and just leave them off. Probably
Keep
wouldn't.
left.
Probably would not have them on right now, even with those cars just in front of you like that. You're going to be blinding them in their side mirrors by doing that. You generally want the vehicle almost completely out of sight before you would turn on your high beams.
Keep left.
The that Anthem, I'm sorry, Mack Pioneer truck did have digital mirrors, um, which is interesting. Unfortunately, in the U.S., they are required to have physical mirrors also. So what they did was put some small, maybe a little bit bigger than car mirrors, and still made them useful, uh, and mounted them low on the door. Basically, the minimum, almost the minimum amount of mirror required by law. But the main thing is going to be camera systems. You can look down the side. There's some really cool. There was some really cool stuff, and I'm sure the VNL, the Volvo, has that system as well. Kind of interesting that in American Truck Simulator they don't have that as an option, only in the Cascadia. Welcome to Texas. Okay. I know, where the fuck are we at? just running across this section of Texas here. There are several places to sleep, but we're going to need to sleep eventually. And we're at 40 minutes, so I might make that happen sooner. That's a neat looking, I don't know what that's called, that spirally thing there. It's pretty cool. Well, that's a big way west rest area. Let's see. It's 100 miles. $70. And there's one right there too. Let's go a little bit more.
Ready to roll.
I-40 across Texas here should be mostly straight and flat and easy. So we can maybe up the speed a little bit through here. It's interesting, you can see on the hood there, you can see the glow of the lights from the roof, I think. Our little bed icon there is not fully blue yet, so we still have some time before we have to stop for a break. Let's knock it up to 80. Oh shit, it went down to 60 there. Oh, just because we're going through that town, I think. That was one of those bigger trailers right there on the right.
Left. Keep left.
You guys ever notice that these lights that they have on the highway, these overhead lights like this, they almost make it worse at night.
Keep left.
Yeah, it's light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Same way on city streets. There's a couple places where we have these, and I don't know. I think I almost prefer that, where my headlights just illuminate the road in front of me, because then your eyes are like adjusting to light and then dark and then light and then dark and back and forth. I don't know. I find it often. There's a place in the city where it's almost like they're spaced too far apart, and you have this shaded band, where there's no light, and I almost just prefer they not have the lights, or make them have a wider spread so that they completely fill. So it's not like light and then dark and then light and then dark. I don't know. Sometimes it's annoying. Fortunately, out on the long open interstates, they generally don't have them at all. It's usually around areas where there's stuff, way station or a town or a. One reason to stop would be just to finish the delivery during the daytime. That guy have no taillights on in front of us there? I'm pretty positive the car that's in front of us right there has no taillights. Turn signals work, but he has no taillights on. That happens a lot in real life too. Either that or we could try to make the delivery. Next wreck's in 4 hours and 30 minutes. It's only 3 hours to the delivery, so maybe we're better off to just try to work it all the way through. We're only 190 miles away. It'll make for an hour-long video, but see if we get bypassed. Okay, pretty sure that would pull into the inspection station. Well, I missed it, so. Okay, so I missed the way station, and I don't think anything happened. That's good to know. In the future, maybe we just skip those things, especially the ones in the. I didn't look on the bottom. I wonder if there was a penalty that came across, or if maybe when the delivery is completed, whether or not it'll show a penalty or something. I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
right, and then exit right. Exit right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Interesting. Are we like in a town? Oh, okay. Because we need to go up here and a crossover into Enid. So it's only 120 miles, but it's going to be state routes the rest of the way. Okay. Might mean we're a little slower
Go
to
straight on.
little slower on this section of it. That engine brake is kind of annoying.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
And why did that? Oh, because the lane ends. Oh my God.
Go straight on.
Oh God. One nice
Get
thing is
ready
this
to turn left.
this truck has big ass fuel tanks. That's one nice thing. I was just noticing, if you guys watch, when I goose it, watch the hood versus the tractor. It wiggles at a slightly different pace. Do you see that, how the hood moves separately? Yeah, that's a problem. You have to go check outside to see if it's safe. There are intersections like this too. Be curious to look in real life and see if does anybody actually use this Allison 10-speed in a big rig. Is it a real truck option or not? Automatics are, most of them seem to be automated manuals, but the Allison here behaves more like your traditional planetary hydro planetary automatic gearbox, like you see in a Duramax diesel or something like that. I don't see any reason why you couldn't build a, large, more upgraded version of that. How many hours do I have? I looked. 2 hours. Okay. Guess it's going to be close on the delivery time. Let's take a look and see. Okay, there is places to sleep right there and right there. So we can drop our delivery and immediately find a place to sleep. There's no place in between though. So we now have no choice. Okay. Based on what it said, it's an hour and a half to the delivery, and we had 2 hours something in sleep
Go straight on.
sleep time in drive time. Interesting. Our yawning
Go straight on.
doesn't really match the drive time allotment. So we're going to be careful if I start to see the narrowing of the vision.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Go straight on.
You didn't see me do that, guys.
Go straight on.
Daylight's on its way.
Go straight on.
Dusk like this, or I'm sorry, dawn and dusk are always the hardest times to drive. Hardest time to see. It's also when the deer tend to be out. Yeah, great.
Go straight on.
And no chance to pass. Somebody up here going 58 and in a car, easy to pass. In a semi, not so much. That was a scenic overlook right there. Well, we just turned red on our sleep thing.
Go straight on.
I don't know whether that drive timer, is that when that runs out, is that where you actually go unconscious and crash?
Keep right.
I don't know. Beautiful sunrise.
Go straight on.
Yeah, we should make it. You're gonna pass the semi like this car. Fucking pass it. I mean, the speed limit changed. There was a reason, but still, like, people do that shit all the time. They zoom around a semi and then sit right there next to the drive wheels and never complete the pass. And then they finally get by the truck and then they speed up again.
Go straight on.
No, we're turning left.
Keep left and then turn left.
And people that do that get into the left lane at the last fucking second.
Turn left.
Okay, the vision is starting to, we're literally 2 miles down the road. You didn't see me do that, guys.
Go straight on.
You didn't see me do that either, guys. It's going to be close. This is not what you do in real life, just so you know.
Keep right and then exit right.
In real life, you would have picked a west rest area along the route that you know you can make.
Exit right.
Also, oh my god, that engine brake is so fucking loud.
Turn right.
Also in real life, you would never let yourself get this tired in the first place, and you also wouldn't just suddenly be like this. Also, in the game, you have to pull over where there's a bed logo to get rest.
Turn right.
in real life, you know, as an emergency, you could pull over right there in the grass if you had
Turn
to.
right. Turn left. Finally, we are here.
All right. Let's see what it wants us to do. All right. Let's give it a whirl. Actually, we might be able to go around the building and pull straight in. Maybe not. We'll see. Worst case, we'll skip it. Oh, come on. Fuck. Sometimes it does that. Won't let you. Oh, you can't. Because the fucking door's down. Okay, fuck this. Sorry, guys. I would like to have done that. I didn't see that the door was down. You had to back in there. All right, let's go get some. Let's go. Where is the place to sleep? Right there.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Place. I love. Oh my God. I am totally.
Turn right. Turn left.
Yeah, guys, when we get to the sleep area, we will call it the end of the video. Probably could have done it right there. Interesting that it's not
Keep
going.
right. And then exit right.
Isn't narrowing the vision like it did there momentarily.
Exit right. Go straight on.
That's probably the repair shop right there.
We are finished.
And we can park right here. There we go. All right, guys, we'll call that a day. End of part 2. You guys have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. Kansas 97 Stowe 171 signing off.